Hey there everyone, what's up? This is Aram here, and today we are going to finish our project. So this is the Christmas project we were working on, and in the last video we have done this project until this section, means the navigation bar and the hero section with some slide images. So you know what, as I've told you before in the last video, that we are not going to focus on the design. The design is okay, I just want to make the things alive or keep the cover colors into the project. So that's why I've used some images or these things. The main focus is this section where we are going to use the JavaScript, this section where we are going to use the JavaScript, and and in this one we are going to learn to think to store, or how we can store the things in local storage. So that's why I've just created this top and bottom, just and this form, kind of a form. Okay, so I've just made it to keep it alive or colorful. Otherwise this is completely JavaScript project. It is not a design project, or it is not a project in which I'm designing something. Okay, so I hope that the flaws or the bugs or errors, whatever are in the design section, you guys are not going to think of this. So last time we have done until this section, and today we are going to create this to-do list plus this last section. So let's move on to the editor, and here I am in my editor. As you know that last time when we have created a folder, the folder name is Christmas, and we have done with the hero section. Now let me finish this, remove these extra spaces from here, and now I would like to start the this section, this to do list, or this to do section. Okay, so here in this section, what I'm going to do, first of all, I would like to have the comments, and let's say to do section. In the to do section, I'm going to have a section element with an ID, and this ID is going to called um, list, or let's go with the list. And then I would like to have a class here. So this class is going to be list and section background plus margin top. This section background I'm going to use in CSS. Margin top is going to be 5, and margin bottom also is going to be 5. Now I would like to go with the division, assigning it a class. This class is going to be container, and then I would like to go with another div, assigning it a class, and this class is also going to be section title, heading 2, where I would like to assign it a class. The class is going to be section list, not section list, but text center, and is going to be to-do list. Then after, I would like to go with the P element, assigning it a class, and this class is also going to be text center. And let's go with some lorem text. What is this? Sorry, lorem. Okay. Now I would like to go with a div, assigning it a class. This class is going to be raw. Another div, assigning it a class. This class is going to be column lg6. Let's go with a form. The form is going to have an action, not assigning anything to this action yet. Okay. And then I would like to go with an ID. The ID is going to be form. Please keep in mind these IDs. We are going to use these IDs in JavaScript. Okay, is that okay? so this form ID. And then I would like to go with another div, assigning it a class. This class is going to be form group text area. Text area. It's going to have an ID, and this ID, again, keep it in mind, it is going to be task. Class is form control. I would like to have a name. The name is going to be list, and or let's go with the message. Okay, and I would like to go with the rows. I want to go with 3 rows. The placeholder for this is going to be list. Then after, I would like to go with another division, assigning it a class. This class is going to be text setter, and I would like to have a button here, button element. Then the type of this button is going to be submit, and it is type, not W. Type is going to be submit, and here I just want to say add list. Okay, add list. Or add task. Let's say add task. Then after this, I would like to go with another div. It is going to have a class. The class is going to be column LG6, and then let's have another div, assigning it a class, and this class is going to be raw. Another div, assigning it a class, and this class is going to be column medium 12. Then I would like to go with another div, assigning it a class, and this class is going to be info box, just from a CSS. Okay, and then I would like to go with the heading 3. So in heading 3, I should say list items or tasks. So just whatever you want to name it, go for it. And then after this, I would like to go with another div. This div is going to have an ID. Again, keep this ID in mind. We are going to use it in JavaScript. So it is going to be task list, and that's all. Okay. Then with this, let's let me show you first what's going on in the browser. Here is the browser, and let me show you. Okay, so we have this to-do list items, and this form and add task. Now I would like to have this section also, so then all together we will style it, and then after we will move on to JavaScript. So for this section, I would like to create the markup. I'm here, and what the heck it is. Okay, then after, I would like to go with this section. There's a kind of it's not going to do anything, this lorem ipsum, but it's looking good on the page, so I just want to keep it. So for this, I don't want to keep this project blank or out of color, so that's why I'm going to use this one, service area, plus I would like to say padding top is going to be 150, and then padding bottom is also going to be 150. Then I would like to go with the div, assigning it a class. The class is going to be service BG or background. Then after, I would like to go with this div, assigning it a class. This class is going to be container. section title, div, assigning it a class. Class is going to be raw. Display flex, justify content center, div, assigning it a class. Div, assigning it a class. The class is going to be column, extra large, 7, and column LG 8, and column medium 11, and then column small 11. These are the breakpoints. And then I would like to go with the div, assigning it a class. This class is going to be section title, and let's say text center, margin bottom 90. Let's have a heading 2 with a class. This class is going to be text white. Padding top and bottom is going to be 5. And then with some lorem text, and that's all. Okay. So this is what we have done for this background and this title. Okay, let me show you. So you can see that the text is white, so we cannot see. Let me change it into text, let's say black. Save it. Okay, so now you guys can see that the text is black, but there is a title also, and section, and where is the title? Do I have a title? Let me check. Oh no. Okay, so only this text, and it is too much. Actually, it should be of 3-4 words. So let me remove it, and even I think 3 words are enough for this. So let me delete this Amit also, and here I would like to go with white again. Okay, now we are going to work for these cards or these elements. Okay, so for this I'm here, and I would like to go with a div, assigning it a class. The class is going to be raw. Justify content center, another div, assigning it a class, column extra large 4, column large 4, and column medium 6, then column small 9. Okay, then after I would like to go with another div, assigning it a class. This class is going to be services caption. These are the services provided by the Santa Claus. Okay, and text center, margin bottom is going to be 30, and then div, assigning it a class. This class is going to be service image, the images we have here for these images. Okay, and then after I'd like to go with image source, and I do have the images in my image folder. So the first image is, the image name is W1. Okay, not here, W1, only W1.png, not 11, it's W1.png. And if you like to go with the alt, please go for it. Let me see. Okay, then after I would like to go with another div, assigning it a class. This class is going to be service title, and here I should have a heading 4 with an anchor tag href, and this href is, I don't want to have anything here, but the next thing, hold on, here within this sorry, here let's say Santa Claus, and I put it here. Then I would like to go with the p element, some lorem, could be of 10 words. Let's see. Okay, so here is the Santa Claus plus the tag we don't want. So here is the issue, sorry, this. Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is I just want to copy and paste, and I don't want to change the images. So from this section, from here to here, and again another one. Okay, so the second image is going to be where is this one? So the image is going to be, can you just okay, it's present5.png, and the other image is bell.png. Where is the bell one? It's not, it shouldn't be here actually, it should be here. So it is going to be present, and this one it is going to be bell. Okay, I've saved it, I'm here. Okay, so okay, images are too big. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to my CSS, and here in the CSS, let's start styling these two sections. Okay, so first of all, the section we had, it was a to-do list section, and in this section, first of all, we have to style this section. So for this, I would like to get the list class, and then info box was this one, and here the color for this I would like to go with E91327, and text alignment is going to be in the center. Box is going to have a shadow, so the shadow is going to be 0, 0, 20 pixels, RGB 233 19 39. Okay, then I would like to go with padding, so 20 pixels 0, 30 pixels 0, and the background, not attachment, only the color, so the background is going to be white. Then after, I would like to go with list, then heading 2, and here again the color is going to be E91327, and I would like to copy this selector. I want to paste it here. Oops, let me go back and get this selector. Okay, and here I would like to go with heading 3. So the font size here is going to be 20 pixels. Color for this is going to be this one, E913327. Then the font weight is going to be bold, and margin, which is going to be 10 pixels and 0. Then after here I would like to go with the input. So list input, and then list text area, where the border radius is going to be 0. Let me show you what I'm doing here. Here you guys have seen this is the info box, and now the text area, this is the text area. Now we are working for this area. Okay, we are styling this area. So the text area is going to have a border radius of 0, and the box shadow, it is also going to be none. Then we have to go with the font size. Whatever the font is going to be written in this, it is going to be 16 pixels. Okay, and then after, let's have a text area. Padding is going to be 12 pixels and 15 pixels. Then after this, I would like to go with the list button. I'm talking about this add task button. Okay, so button type is going to be submit, and the background is again E91327. Border is going to be 0. Padding would be 10 pixels and 24 pixels. Color for sure is going to be white. Text color transition is going to be 0.4 seconds. Then the border radius, which is 0 and 15 pixels. And let's save it, move on to the browser, and let's see. Okay, so we need some space in the button. So let's say margin top, it is going to be 10 pixels. Okay, so let's go with 20 pixels. Yeah, now it's looking good. Now the next thing is this section, this images or the card section. Like, let me show you here, this section. So all the images are quite massive here, so we have to fix all these things. Okay, let's go to the main.css here. No need to go with too much descriptive comments, because this is the last section. So the first of all, I would like to go with the service area, where position I would like to go with the relative, and then I would like to go with the index, which is going to be 0. Again, let's go with the service area, and then service BG or background. Here let's place the background image, and let's have an image here, background JPG1, background 1, and this is actually my image name. This background image I've got from pexels.com, okay, and it has a specific size. I'm sorry, I don't remember, but I'll mention the size in the description below. I need to check and then I'll mention the size in the description below, and here it is going to be absolute. Then let's go with the top. Top is going to be 0. Left is also going to be 0, not percent. Left, right, and the content for this is going to be nothing. Then we have to go with the height. Height is going to be 570 pixels. Background repeat, and background repeat is going to be no repeat. Okay. After this, I would like to go with the media screens. So yep, let's go with the media only on the screen, and the minimum width for this is going to be 768 pixels, and max width for this is going to be 991 pixels. Then I would like to go with the surface area. So in the surface area, the padding top is going to be 100 pixels. Then padding bottom is going to be 70 pixels. And then after, I would like to go with media. The max width is going to be 575 pixels, and the surface area is going to have a padding top on this size is 70 pixels, and then padding bottom, which is also going to be 70 pixels. Okay, the next thing is I would like to go with the surface area and the surface caption. So if you guys remember, we have this one, and now let's say background. The background is going to be okay. Then I would like to go with F8 or right, you guys can go with that. Then I would like to go with the padding. So the padding, this is for the cards and that all these things. Okay, where is that? We show all these kind of cards, okay, are the images section. So the padding here is going to be 84 pixel, 45 pixel, and then 56 pixels. Okay. Then after, I would like to go with the border radius, and the border radius is going to be 7 pixel. Then after, I would like to go with some transition, and the transition is going to be 0.5 seconds. Well, I'm not going to use it for styles, but then after, add media on the excuse me, on the screen, spelling of screen only, and the minimum width for this is going to be 992 pixels, and the max width for this is going to be 1,199 pixels, or 1199 pixels. Then let's go with the service area, and again I would like to go with the service caption, where the padding is going to be 84 pixels, 25 pixels, and then 56 pixels. Okay, the next thing we have to do is the service area, service caption, and service image. Just a minute, I just need to check something. So it is not service caption, it's services caption. So I've made a mistake here. Services, this is also services. Let me check, okay, if I've made this mistake somewhere else. And no, only these areas. So services section and service area. So let me copy this one. I just want to copy this. I want to paste it here. And then I would like to go with the service image. Here the display is going to be inline block, and the position is going to be relative. Then after, I would like to go with the same selector. Let me copy this selector. I want to paste it here, and then I want to have to say image. I'm talking about this img, okay, this one. So I've got this from here, and here I'm going to set the height of the image. So height of the image, each image is going to be 250 pixel. Okay, 250 pixel. And let me save it. Let's go to the browser. Okay, so you guys can see that it is set here, but there is some problem in this style, I think. Okay, we'll see if it's not correct. We'll check it. I think, yes, I've made a mistake somewhere in the markup. Then after, I would like to go with the text and blah blah blah. So just a moment, please. I've made a mistake here in the design section. So first of all, just leave the design here. There is something here, so we don't have to look at this. I again made a mistake here too. Let me fix this one first, and others we will do later, because I want to go to the JavaScript section and I want to finish that. So here is this. Opa. Okay. Maybe here. Okay, so there is a mistake somewhere in the markup. We need to fix that. So before fixing that, as I've told you, design is not an issue. We'll fix that design issue in the end of this project, or maybe not, but the important thing is this section. Now this section is not doing anything. We just created a form and this side and a button. Now to make it responsive or to add some kind of functionality in this, let's go to the JavaScript section and start coding for this section. To be very careful, I want to make any kind of mistake in JavaScript, because then it will be very difficult to find it. Like, we can find the errors, but I don't want to take this video too long. Okay, so what we are going to do in the editor, we have a main.js file, and it is already attached here in our in the index.html. So this is the JavaScript file, and now I just want to you guys just to take a close look to this ID, this list item. It has an ID task list, and it has an ID of form plus the ID of task. Okay, just keep these IDs in mind. So now let's start working in the JavaScript. I would like to declare the variable. So the variable is going to be task list, and let's say document.getElementBy. ID. Here I'm going to pass that variable, which is task list. I'm passing this variable, okay, this task list, this ID, because I said get the element from the document. This is our document, this index.html, it is our document, and from this document JavaScript, this function or this variable, it has to get the element which is assigned with the ID, and the ID is this task list. Okay, then after here I would like to have a call event listener. So what I'm going to do, I'm just saying event listeners, sorry, and then it's a function. I'm going to create a function now. So here is the function name is, look at this, function name is event listeners. Okay, I want to copy and paste this here. I'm not going to pass any kind of parameter to this one, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to have the code for this form now. Where is the form? This form ID. Okay, so what I'm going to do, the code is going for the form submission. Okay, so what I'm going to do, document dot, here I'm going to say query selector, or we can say ID also, get element by ID again, but here with the query selector, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to select an ID of form. Okay, again this form ID is selected here. Okay, and then I'm going to have an event listener here, which I'm saying add event listener, and then I'm going to say submit. Okay, and here I'm going to have another variable, so I'm going to use the new and the new property, or the new object here in JavaScript. So I'm saying task. Okay, new task. I'm going to, this is, you guys can say it's a call. I'm going to create a function of this one. Okay, so what I'm going to do, first of all, let me create this function, this one here. Okay, so function, and the function name is new task. Okay, because this new task, or it's a new function, so new task, and here I'm going to pass an event, and that's all. Okay, but before moving on, I want to have another call. So it is going to be document dot event listener, and this event listener is going to have a click. So on click, what it is going to do, it is going to remove the task which is in our text area. Now I'm going to create this remove task function also, but first of all, let's work with this new task function. Okay, so within this new task function, then after I would like to have something else here. So for that, let me go with these lines. Okay, it is going to remind me that I have to add something here, which I'm not going to add it here right now, but after having something, then I'm going to do this. Here I'm going to use the prevent default method here. So prevent default method. Okay, and then after this, now I want to get the task ID, this task ID, to read the value from the text area. Okay, so this, you remember, this is a text area, and this text area is this one, So now and the ID of this text area is task. So I'm going to get this one here to get the value from that task or the text area. So what I'm going to do, I'm just saying const task, and the variable name is task. Okay, document dot get element by ID, and again let me show you the ID is task. Okay, so it is going to say task, and what it is going to do, it is going to get the value. Okay, it is going to get the value from this text or this task text area. The next thing is let's create a remove button. But before moving on, I have to do something in the CSS. I do need to create a remove button or a close button. So for that, I have to go to the CSS, and in the CSS here, after this, below this list button, I would like to go with the remove list and remove list hover. Okay, so it is going to be float right and let's say the cursor pointer, and the color for this is going to be red, and the font weight is going to be bold. So you know what, I don't want to go with the remove list. Actually, let's go with remove task. Okay, remove task, not with the list, because yep, I've used the task everywhere. So I just want to say remove task and remove task hover. Paint.js again. Here we had the task value, and what we have done the next, we said remove task. I just need to check my code once again, because I think it took me too much time to fix this code. I've made a lot of mistakes in there when I was working. List, this, and yeah, I was here in the function, and the function is it has a task value. Now we have to create the remove button. So for the remove button, we have this remove, we have this code here, or the style here. So what we are going to do here in this section, here within the same new task function, we are going to create a remove button. So let's say const remove btn, and it is saying document dot create element. We are going to create an object, and it is saying that the element, which is this a, the anchor tag, this or the anchor element or a element, what it is going to do, it is going to have a we just have this variable remove btn. Now what we are going to do, we are saying remove btn and then let's have a class list property where we are saying remove task. So what it is going to do when the task is written there, after that it has to remove, or if you want to remove any task, it is going to, this button is going to remove, and this button is going to be, I'll show you how this button is going to look like. And in the next code I'm going to show you, the button is like a here let's say remove bdn, and the text content, because whatever the content we are going to pass in this text area, it would be a text, so text content, and the remove button is going to look like this X is going to be a remove button. Okay, then after this let's create another object, and this is going to be called li. Okay, the list item object. So list item, again document, and again the object is going to create, the object is going to be create element, and what would it be? It is li. Now what we have to do next, we are saying that this variable li is also the text content, it is going to be in a text, and it is going to be the task whatever we are going to write in the form is going to be, it is going to assign this li is assigned to, sorry, this task is assigned to this li. Okay, and then after this I would like to add the remove button to each item. Like if I go with one, if I'm going to write one something here, let's say hi, then it should have a, it's not going to work right now, it is going to have a, let me say here again, it should have this button. Then if I say test, again another closing button. So every item or every text content is going to have their own close button. So I am going to coding to remove all these close button. If I want to remove this test, I have to click on this close button, or if I want to remove this hi, I have to close this X button or this X close button. Okay, or remove button. So here I am going to add the remove button to each item. So li list item is going to append a child, and the child is going to be and going to pass a parameter which is remove button. Okay, and then yes, we have created the remove button. Now we have to we have to add the list also. So what to add to the list? This would be a task list, this one. Okay, this variable or this id which is going to be here, the task list. This task list is going to append child, and this task list append child, and the child is list item. Okay, then after we have to go out of this function, and let's have a, this remove task function. So where is that remove task? I have created somewhere, this one. Okay, so this all function is this new task. Here is the call of this new task. Now I have to create this remove task. Okay, so the new task is here within this function, and now we have to create this remove task function. So for this remove task, we have to go with another function. So what I'm going to do, let me say removes the items, and these items are going to be removed from the DOM. Okay, these are they are not in the local storage yet, it is only in the DOM. They are going to be in the DOM, okay, in the document. So function, the function name is remove task, and we are going to pass a parameter, an event, and here I'm going to apply the condition. So the condition is saying if event is target to the class list property, then which contains not text content, sorry, which contains this remove task element, then the event is going to target the parent element to remove. Okay, so here we are. Let's say hi. Okay, so we do have a bit of a design issue. Just fix this one. Again, I'm saying because we have a design issue. So it is in the DOM. Again, if I say hi to, suppose it is hi and hi to. All these things are in the DOM. When I reload it, it disappears. They are not going to be anywhere. Okay, so what we are doing here in the browser, go to the application, and here when before this, when I was just testing this code, I have used this, and you guys can see that it is still in my local storage, or still it is in the browser. So when we write here, like I said, let me say hi again. Okay, it can be shown here, but it isn't here anywhere. So what we have to do, we want, when we reload it, it is going to be nowhere. It is nothing. We don't have anything. We don't have any record. So we want it to save in the browser. So for this, we have to go with the local storage. And for the local storage, we have to code some more to keep our data or the information in the local storage. Okay, or how we can do that? So first of all, I would like to go back to my event listeners function, and here, as I've mentioned before, I've add the lines. What I'm going to do here, I'm saying document dot add event listener method, and here I'm saying DOM content loaded. Okay, and then I want to be more descriptive that you guys will not have any kind of confusion. So it is saying local storage on load. I don't think I need to explain this in more detail, but it's a function. I'm going to create it. This is a call. Okay, I've already called it here. So now I'm going to create it. So we have done with the function here, and the new task function, and the remove items function too is done here. First of all, I would like to have a code here which is going to add the task into the local storage. Okay, here I have already created here is another function call, which is local storage on load. We are going to create this one. Now there is another one, so I'm just going to have a call here, and then we will create it again. Okay, so just let me declare it and then I'll explain you. So here I'm saying add task local storage, and the task is going to be stored in a local storage. Okay, so here, just to explain you guys later, in case if you don't understand. So here I'm saying add task to local storage, and this is the name of the variable, and this is going to pass in it. Okay, or the function. So what it is going to do, then I want to create something else also, and you know what, that's something else. Okay, not now, later, that the other thing. first of all, let's create a function here. So this is going to add the task into the local storage. Okay, so add task into local, or LC, let's say LC local storage. Okay, so the function is going to have a add task local storage task, this one. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I just want to copy this one from here. I want to paste it here. This is the call, and here is the function we are going to create. And then what it is going to do, let tasks, this is another variable, let tasks, and they are going to get the tasks from storage. Okay, then we are saying that tasks are going to push the task. Means these tasks are going to push this task, or in the ID, and this text area ID, this task. Okay, then the next thing here, let's create the function. First of all, let's leave this function here. Okay, we need to work a lot of things in this one, but first of all, let's go with this local storage on load function. Okay, and for this I'm just to have a comment, and I just want to get this one from here, local storage on load. Let me put it here. Okay, so let's create this function first. This function is again local storage on load, and not going to pass any kind of parameters to this. Now here I'm saying let tasks. Okay, we have already declared here, and again get task from storage. So let me copy this one, paste it here. Now I would like to loop through storage and then want the values to print. So for that, what I want to do, I have to say tasks, and the tasks are going to use the for each method. For each, the function, and function is going to have a task. Then after, let's create the remove button here. So const, we can copy and paste this one, so but let me go with this, remove bdn and document dot, let's create the element. Actually we have the code for this, and I need to copy and paste it here, because it has to do the same thing here. Where is that one? So what I'm going to do here is, I've made some mistakes also. I think there are some bugs. Okay, but before moving on to those bugs, you know what I have to do first. Okay, so where is that? I would like to get this one. I'm just checking from task list to remove button task list. Actually, I think I have coded for, yeah, this one we have done. So I'm just copying this one from here, and I want to paste it here. Okay, semicolon. Same code. I've explained this code to you guys above, and that's all. Now get back to the old function. This old function means this local add to local storage function. So here we have done this until when the tasks are going to push the tasks, multiple tasks are going to push the task. Now let's convert the tasks into actually it would be in an array, and let's convert this task array into the string. How we can do that? We can say here task, hold on, I try to be more descriptive, but if not, then let me say task converts to no tasks are going to convert, task arrays are going to convert into string. Okay, task arrays are going to convert into strings. How we can do that? Again, local storage. Let's use the set item method. It is saying tasks, and we are going to use the JSON stringify method. So stringify method, and we are going to pass the tasks to this. Okay, after this, let's have a function again, and this is going to be this one, get tasks from storage. So copy this, put it here. I'm pasting it here, not passing any kind of parameters, but here let's say the let tasks, and then let's have a const. The tasks are going to store in the local storage, or local storage is I just want to be, as I've mentioned before, more descriptive. So local storage is going to get the item. I'm going to use this method, and they are saying that using the parameter task, okay, or tasks, which is already defined here. Okay, and the next thing we want to use here is to get the values. If it is going to return the null, then it has to create an empty array. So what it has to do, let's say if the tasks local storage, where is that? This one, okay, this variable ls is equal to null, then the tasks are going to pass or show the empty arrays. Okay, or the other condition, which is else the tasks are going to use this JSON parse method, and it has to say tasks local storage. Okay, and then after it has to return the tasks. I think I'm quite descriptive until here. Now the next thing, we have added into local storage. Now we have to remove it also. So for that, let's go to the another function which is going to remove the items from, or the list from, the local storage. So the function is going to remove task local storage. Okay, and what it is going to remove for sure? The task. Then get items from the storage. How? Let tasks going to get the tasks from storage and not passing anything. Then again they have to remove the close or the X from the button, or sorry, from the list. So what we have to do, let's say const task delete, which is going to say task dot. Now what is this substring? Let me tell you. Actually I do have some issues in my browser. If I go to the console, I cannot define you that thing. When I'm going to write here hi, it is here, and this X is also in the console. This X is also appearing, but this X is appearing here. Okay, this X is going to appear in this close to this hi. So what I'm going to do, I don't want this X to be shown in the console close to this hi. I wanted to remove it. I don't want it to show, okay, in the console. So what I am going to do, here I'm saying that task, I'm using the substring method, and substring 0, because we are using arrays. So task length, it is going to -1. It is going to decrease the 1, and that decrease is actually this close button, which is going to be in the console. It is going to show like this. Okay, as I've told you, I do have some problem in my console section, so I'm not going to use the console.log. I'm just trying to explain you here. When it is going to be shown in the console, like if we do console.log, then it is going to show us in this way, hi, and this close also. So I don't want it to be here. So for this thing, I don't want it to be shown in the console like this. So for this thing, to fix this issue, I am using this method. You guys can use it in your browser. I'm sure you guys will get it. And so when I use this -1, it is not going to show there. It is going to reduce this one, or it is going to give me the by removing this one item, or one item from the list, it is going to show me only this one. It will be quite clear in the console. Okay, then after this, I would like to go I would like to loop through the list and remove the tasks that is equal. Okay, so how it is going to do, how we can do that, we say tasks for each method. Let's create a function, and the function is saying task local storage, and then index. Okay, and then after is let's have a condition here. If task delete is equal to task local storage, then the tasks are going to use the splice method, and it will say it will have an argument which is index1. All these things what I have explained you guys before. Okay, and then it has to save the data also. So for that, let's say local storage, and use the set item method, where the tasks, and again JSON stringify method is going to use, and I'm going to say tasks. Okay, it's done. Not completely, still need to do something. Now this local storage call. I think we didn't call this method, right? So we have to call this local storage in the new task. So here we are in the new, there we go. We are here in the new task, and in the new task function, I've told you guys that there is something. So we have this local storage. Okay, we had a call to this local storage. There is something else which I want it to be. So I want to print alert. So there should be alert. The alert, whenever we are going to write anything, there should be an alert. Alert is going to say task added, and then it has to reset. Okay, so this dot reset means it has to reset this task, okay, or this text area, this all these things. So let's save it. And where is that? Let me check again before, because I'm just checking the spellings. This re and set, and yes, it has to be a parenthesis. Okay, so now let's go to the browser and let's see. So here we are. Let me close it here. Let's say test. We do have an alert, text added. Okay, now it is reset, so I don't have to remove an item or a list thing. It is there. Let's say hello world, add task added, then it is going to show here. Now let me show you from application and hi test hello world, all these tasks, this is the key, the value I've used, and here again before and after. So hi test hello world, okay, hi on 0 1 test hello world on 3rd. So here they are stored in this local storage. What they are going to do next, let me reload it. So when I've reloaded it, I don't know how to sing French, it is still here. Okay, they are still here. They are not they don't disappear because they are stored in this local storage. Okay, we do have two kind of storages here, local and session. In the next video we are going to learn about the session also, but now local. The good thing of local that it contains the data within inside it, while the session, if we close the tab or this browser, the session is going to disappear. We will not see all these things here if we store it in the session storage. But in the local storage, yes, we can see it. Like if I want to remove this test, okay, and then I remove this hello world too. Let's go back. You guys can see they are here. They are here again. Okay. I hope that I am enough successful to explain you guys the local storage and DOM also, that because before in the first part we have saved these things in the DOM only, and now we have done it successfully and I think nicely here in this local storage. The design part, don't worry about it. Don't think of design too much. I'm going to give the code, this code in the codepen.io, and there is a video on my channel where I have mentioned that all the codes belong to this channel or belongs to me are on codepen.io. I'm going to give the link in the description also. Please get this code from there, and I'll try to put the fixed design over there, okay, because we have done too much with the design, so you guys can get the design from there if you are interested. Otherwise, if you want to understand or know about the JavaScript, then go for it and get it from there. And I'm going to give the link of the Facebook page also in the description below. If you guys join the page, it would be so kind of you guys. And then if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe the channel and hit the like button. I'll see you in the next one. Hasta la vista. Ciao ciao.